samples, out of which we have done 1,887 tests. Today we have with us our Director Health Services, Dr. Desa. We also have our State Epidemiologist, Dr. Utkarsh Bitodkar, and we also have our Director of Municipal Administration, Dr. Tariq Thomas. We have Director of Panchayat, Shri Narayan Gad, and then we have Nikhil Desai with us. So today, in a slight departure from our normal structure, we would also request our medical team, our medical experts, to talk about the COVID scenario to all of us. But before that, I would just like to bring to your notice one particular aspect. The ESI hospital has so far been the COVID hospital for the state of Goa, and we have been taking care of all our COVID positive persons in the COVID hospital. But you are all aware that a large number of our COVID positive cases are asymptomatic. So it is in line with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare's guidelines that we start the concept of COVID care centers. COVID care centers are basically facilities which are meant to take care of those asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic COVID positive patients. Not patients exactly, persons. So, so far, of course, because our numbers were coming in small lots and we thought that it is manageable. So, we have so far been taking care of all our COVID positive cases in the COVID hospital at ESI Madgaon. But now we feel that we should keep enough beds available for the symptomatic patients. We need to project to the future, and we need to keep in mind that we may have symptomatic cases who need the care that a fully equipped COVID hospital should be able to give them. Therefore, keeping this in mind, we are starting the concept of COVID care center, which was long back approved by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Seeing the changing scenario where we have one containment zone now in Goa, we have taken this decision. So now our new COVID care facility, the COVID care center, will be our public health center in Shiroda. PHC Shiroda from today onwards will be operating as a COVID care center, and our asymptomatic positive persons will be taken care of at the PHC Shiroda. We will have a medical team in place there, and we will take all necessary measures to ensure that the COVID positive persons are taken adequate care of. And therefore, since we will not be having the OPD from the PHC Shiroda from today onwards, the appeal that I want to make to the public is that they must take note of this, that from tomorrow our OPD will be operating from the Kamakshi Ayurvedic Hospital at Shiroda. So the patients who have been coming to the PHC Shiroda for various services of the Directorate of Health Service should now from tomorrow onwards please go to Kamakshi Ayurvedic Hospital, which is also in Shiroda. Our team will be moving there. The team which will be taking care of our general population, the population of Shiroda who would like to come to us for services. Now, I would request Dr. Desa to, Sanjay, would you like to speak before that? No. After that, Dr. Desa will speak about
Good evening, and we have just not much update, but 52 trains have left Goa so far. In them, and total people who have left Goa is about 1,06,897, and 18,656 people have come in. And today, one train left for Orissa with 1,583 people. Speeding cases so far we have booked is 9,001, and for cases booked for non-wearing of mask are 22,840. Thank you.
आमचे जे तुमचे प्रोग्राम जे पळयता तांकां आमी तुमच्या माध्यमांतल्यान एक मॅसेज दिवंक सोदता. पयलीं म्हणल्यार आमच्या मॅडमीन आतां तुमकां सांगलें की आमचे ESI हॉस्पिटल आसा मडगांव, थंयसर आमी पेशंट आतां दवरताले. पण थंय आमी आतां फक्त सिम्टोमॅटीक पेशंट्स जाका स्पेशल अटेंशन लागता तेच पेशंट्स थंय ESI हॉस्पिटलान आमी दवरतले. आनी गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडियाच्या गायडलायन्सा प्रमाणे आमी कोवीड केअर सेंटर जो आसा तो आमी प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटर शिरोडा तुमी पळयला आसतलो आमचो जो PHC आशिल्ली ती थंय आमी कोवीड केअर सेंटर आमी आयच्यान सुरू करतले आनी थंय आमचे डॉक्टर आसतले आनी जे असिम्टोमॅटीक पेशंट्स जे आसा ते पेशंट थंय प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटर शिरोडा थंय आमी दवरतले आनी पूण आतां प्रश्न तुमकां येतलो की आतां ओपीडी खंय जातली आनी मॅडमीन सांगले त्या भशेन ही ओपीडी जी कामाक्षी आमची आयुर्वेदीक कॉलेज आसा थंय आमचे डॉक्टर वचून ती ओपीडी करतले डेली ओपीडी करतले आनी जी मेडिसीन जे लागता तितलेय मेडिसीन आमच्या फावती परी आमी ओपीडी करतात त्याच भाशेन आमी ह्या प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटर शिरोडारी कामाक्षी कॉलेजींनी आमी ती ओपीडी आमची चालू दवरतले तुमच्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमकां एक गोश्ट सगळ्या लोकां पासून पावोवचें दिसता म्हणल्यार जायतो भंय निर्माण जाला जायतो फियर जाला आनी ह्या कारणाक लागून आमी केन्नाय भियेता आनी आमी दुसऱ्यांकूय भियेता म्हणजे तुमच्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमी लोकांक कशी म्हायती दिवंक सोदता थोडी म्हायती दिवपाक सोदता ताजेर हांव तुमकां सांगूंक सोदता पयलें म्हणल्यार कोविड-19 जी रोग पळय आसा इट इज जस्ट लायक एनी अदर रेस्पिरेटरी डिसीज न्ही जशें आमचे फ्लू आसा इन्फ्लुएन्जा आसा H1N1 आसा सो लायक दॅट कोविड-19 इज ऑल्सो अ रेस्पिरेटरी डिसीज अ वायरल डिसीज एंड therefore there is nothing to panic असो भंय असो जावपाची कांयच गरज ना कित्याक फावो तरी तर आमी प्रिकॉशन घेत जाल्यार हो रोग पिडा आमी पयस दवरूंक शकता एक लक्षांत दवरपाचें म्हणल्यार हो वायरस जेन्ना आमच्या शरिरान येता सगळ्यांक सिमटम्स लक्षणां अशीं दिसून येना ऑल डोंट प्रेजेंट द सिमटम्स आनी आमचे गोंयचे तो फिगर पळयत जे पॉझिटीव केसीस जाल्या त्यो तो फिगर तर पळयत जाल्यार आमी अशें पळयलां की तातूंतले फक्त 5% ऑफ द पेशंट जे आसा तांकां सिमटम्स दिसून आयल्या लक्षणां दिसून आयल्या सो रेस्ट ऑफ द 95% डिडंट हॅव एनी सिमटम्स रायट सो इट इज अ सेल्फ लिमिटिंग डिसीज एंड दे हॅव गॉट क्युअर्ड and no special treatment was given to them. It is a self-limiting disease and they all got cured. सगळे बरे जाले सगळे cured जाले 95% of the cases were symptomless and they all got cured. Now एक लक्षण धरपाक जाय म्हणल्यार despite of the cases rising cases over the few days the patients presenting with the symptoms were negligible and at the same time आमची 0 मोर्टेलिटी जाली आमच्या गोंयांत तरी एक तरी मोर्टेलिटी जावना सगळे क्युअर जाले सो दॅट इज ऑलमोस्ट 100% क्युअर रेट फॉर अस टुडे इफ यू टेक अदर कॉम्युनिकेबल डिसीज देर आर सो मेनी पेशंट्स ओकरिंग एवरी डे न्ही दुसरे रोग आसा कॉम्युनिकेबल डिसीज आसा आनी तो फिगर आनी कोविड-19 फिगर तर कंपेर करीत जाल्यार हे कॉम्युनिकेबल डिसीजीस पळय दुसरे आसा तातूंत दिसाक आमकां कितल्योचश्यो केसी दिसून येता आनी भारत सरकाराचे तर स्टॅटिस्टिक्स पळयत आनी आमच्या गोंयांतूय तर थोडे स्टॅटिस्टिक्स पळयत जाल्यार हे कॉम्युनिकेबल डिसीज आमच्या खूब प्रमाणान जाता दुसरेय रोग आमच्या खूब प्रमाणान जाता न्ही सो एकूच आमकां तुमकां सांगचें म्हणल्यार ह्या रोगा बद्दल कोविड-19 पळय आसा ते आमी भियेवचें न्ही पॅनीक जावचें न्ही फियर जावचें न्ही बट एट द सेम टायम we have to take all the precautions to prevent this disease. आणि एक आमचे अपील जो आसा आमची जे विनंती आसा जे हाय रिस्क कॅटेगरी जे लोक आसा लायक एल्डरली जे 65 वर्सां वयर आसता भुरगीं जे 5 वर्सां लेस दॅन 5 years आसता आनी ज्या लोकांक कोमॉर्बीड कंडिशन्स आसा कोमॉर्बीड कंडिशन म्हणल्यार केन्ना डायबिटीज आसता केन्ना TB आसता आनी आमचे जे प्रेग्नंट वुमन आसा आमचे गुरवार बायले आसा तांणी मातशें एक्स्ट्रा प्रिकॉशन घेवचें कित्याक तांकां हो रोग धरपाक मातशी शक्यता चड आसता सो दे हॅव टू टेक ऑल द प्रिकॉशन्स सो दॅट नाव दे डोंट कॅच अप दस डिसीज लोकांनी एक विनंती आसा सगळे प्रिकॉशन घेवचे आनी कसले प्रिकॉशन म्हणल्यार आमचे मास्क घालप केन्नाय आमी भायर सरता भितर सरता केन्नाय मास्क घालपाक विसरता केन्नाय मुद्दम घालिना इंटेन्शनली घालिना हें जावंक जायना मास्क वी शूड वेअर द मास्क हँड वॉशींग परत परत उदकान साबणान तर उदकान तर हात धुय जाल्यार हो वायरस रोकडोच मरता, क्लीन जाता. Right? So you don't require sanitizers all the time. Hand washing with soap is enough to get rid of this contamination of your hands and all. So hand washing is very important. आता खंय हात धुवपाक उदक मेळना, खंय पयस आसा तेन्ना सॅनिटायझर्स वापरचे. ओके. आनी दुसरें तुमी सगळे जाण सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग हो कॉन्सेप्ट हो आमी फॉलो करपाक जाय. सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग आनी भायर अशें खंय खंय क्रावडेड पब्लीक प्लेसींनी आमी वचपाचें एवॉयड करपाक जाय. हे तर आमी सगळे प्रिकॉशन घेत. आनी दीस प्रिकॉशन शूड नॉट बी ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ COVID-19 has come. We have to continue. We have to make all these precautions as a part of our life now. We have to routinely follow all these precautions, and we have to take all the precautions concerned.
Doctor, would you like to add something? In this 33, Doctor, you could just please comment on it.
See, out of this, today 33 cases.
Yes.
Out of 33, almost around 20 or more than. So, 33 cases, out of 33 cases which have come today, almost more than 50% cases are from Mangueri or related to Mangueri.
Exact figure we are compiling. We will include it in the media bulletin. Today, because we had our press conference early, so we have not finalized the media bulletin. You will get details in the media bulletin. That is for the doctor to take a call, the medical team which is screening them, and once we get the result, then we will be checking who is symptomatic and asymptomatic. Yes. Sorry. As I mentioned, whoever is asymptomatic, we will be shifting them. So that list is also being compiled as of now. Who all other positive people who have been diagnosed as positive, we will look at their symptomatic, asymptomatic condition through our medical team, and then we will be doing. COVID Care Center. COVID Care Center, this particular PHC that we have is a currently 60 bedded facility, but we can expand it. So we will be increasing the number of beds there also. It is expandable. What COVID Care Centers? We will take that call as and when we need to increase the numbers. Right now, we are declaring this particular PHC as a COVID Care Center. Parallelly, we are naturally planning for other COVID Care Centers also. Yes.
Now, what about tomorrow's plan on the SOP thing on the way?
There will be further information about that.
No, I can clarify that these SOPs which Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has issued, they will be further issued by the concerned authorities. Collector is issuing an order in 144 where these restaurants will be exempted, and the permitted categories whichever is allowed will be reflected in the collector's order, which will be out in a few moments. And these like restaurants or other facility which will be open from tomorrow will have to follow the laid down guidelines. On hotels, you want to clarify? They are distributing forms to hotels, the tourism department, so that collecting their details, so that after their scrutiny and after examining, after the discussion with them, they will see how to allow the opening of hotels. So.
And I will just add that our Director Food and Drug Administration will be issuing the regulations, guidelines for the opening of restaurants.
What about religion committee से कुछ क्या letters कुछ आया है कि हम लोग मंदिर नहीं चालू करेगा, churches नहीं करेगा?
At state level, we have heard this information, but I cannot confirm it without seeing it myself. And but so we have heard this news that few people have written like that.
But government is okay with they open the religious places?
In this part, as I said, that 144 order which collector will issue just in a few moments will have the list, the activity which will continue to be banned and what will be permitted. It will be issued and we'll share with you soon.
What about the malls?
As I said, for malls also, now they are in permitted category. So collector will be in 144 order, and after ensuring that SOPs are followed, they will be allowed to function.
टूरिज्म में कुछ टूरिज्म सेक्टर में टूरिज्म कुछ इंस्ट्रक्शन कुछ किया है कल का प्लान में होटल्स रेस्टोरेंट्स
As I told you about the restaurants and also hotels, that they are distributing forms, and after ensuring that these SOPs are being complied by the hotels, then they will issue the suitable instructions. The concerned department will deal with these separate instruction, as ma'am has said that for restaurant DFDA will issue it, but from 144 orders, as the Government of India, whatever Government of India has relaxed or allowed few things, they will be reflected in the 144 order that will be issued by the collectors.
Ma'am, could we get a status report of Mangohill itself in terms of whether testing still continues? Today, if any testing was done, and of the people who were tested, how many have tested positive?
You see, testing has been continuous in Mangohill. There is a misconception that testing was stopped in Mangohill. I would like to say that that is not true. Even yesterday, you are aware that we had an OPD set up at the Mangohill Sports Club. Day before, yes, for one day before, we had to temporarily halt because, again, you are aware that 2 of our members of the swab collection team were tested positive. So we needed to then test everybody who had come into contact with them, who included many members of the Urban Health Center, Vasco. But then after that, after checking, we have reformed the teams. We needed one day to get every other team organized, train them properly in how to wear the PPE, etc. And all of that had to be done, for which we have taken that one day. Yesterday, we have taken samples of Mangohill and they are currently under testing. Today, again, we have had the OPD. Yesterday as well, we had the OPD at the Mango Sports Club. Today also, we had the OPD. Many people came to our OPD with very many different complaints. Some of them had their regular follow-up to be done. Some had certain other concerns. Some just wanted the temperature to be checked. So all these people have come to us, and we took the samples. We will be having a targeted approach, a focused approach, which is very important when you're dealing with a containment zone. So we will be testing on priority the highly vulnerable category, what we call the high risk group. I mentioned it once, I will repeat it again. In this group, we are including those people who are 65 years or above, children who are below 5 years of age, pregnant women, people with any type of comorbidity conditions like asthma, COPD, heart ailment, TB, heart disease, etc. And then you also have the category of, then naturally, the people who come with symptoms. So these are the 5 categories of people whom we will be specifically focusing on.
Total, how many health workers are tested for positive?
In total, there are 8 health workers who have tested positive.
And then, were they all working before it was declared containment zone or after it was declared?
They were all staff of the Urban Health Center Vasco, so they were very well working even before it had become containment zone. There was an incidence of dengue in that particular locality. Our health workers and our field level functionaries were on the field, distributing the nets and creating awareness. Malaria cases were also coming up. So this activity is a continuous thing that we never stopped just because COVID has come. Our regular activities never stopped. We definitely continued those activities, and they were also definitely on the field.
There is a statement from Goa board, one of the newspapers, and they said that at least 100 SSC students had answered their exam at Mangohill Sub-Center before the area was declared as a containment zone. So will these students be tested?
Those students have not gone outside Mangohill. They were within Mangohill. The center is inside Mangohill. So even before it was declared containment zone, naturally the SSC exams were ongoing, and that was a center. Now, definitely whatever I have already mentioned as a screening criteria, we will continue to screen that. Specifically for these students, we have not taken any particular decision because they have not stepped out. They attended the exam in that particular center within Mangohill, which is within our containment zone.
But students from other places also given the exam.
If there is any such concern, as I mentioned before also, anyone who wants to come forward, get themselves screened by us, we are more than willing to do that. If there is any parental concern about the child's health, they can come to us, we will screen the child and we will take a call.
Today, any cases from outside Mangohill?
In today's, as Dr. Utkarsh has already mentioned, 50% out of this 33 are within Mangur. The remaining cases are outside Mangur, but what that categorization is, you will get very clearly in our media bulletin.
So that is from Shantinagar Vasco. That another case.
I would not be able to comment on that. Doctor, would you like to clarify?
Right now, even I don't have the exact case, but then that, as rightly ma'am said, half of the cases are from Mangur and other cases are linked to Mangur cases. That's like, contact or something like that. But right now there is no spread anywhere else. If you are asking for a specific area, right now it is only a containment area is only in Mangur Hill.
Ma'am, could you give us an update on the state's testing capacity? GMC was supposed to enhance that.
Yes, that high capacity machine which can do up to 456 tests per day, it is being commissioned. It's taking a little more time than we expected. It was supposed to be ready by today. Just now when I had a conversation with our lab in charge, he has told me that definitely by Tuesday it will be operational. I have of course requested his team to try and make it operational at the earliest. But yes, it's a very big machine and it requires time to be calibrated. So rather than being hasty about it, we have to ensure that it is done properly so that right away we can start the testing once it is commissioned.
Ma'am, could you give us a number? So presently what it is, testing capacity, and what it will be?
You see, the present testing capacity is known to all of you, plus 456 more per day, but you see 456 is the full capacity of that machine. As soon as that machine starts operating, we cannot expect it to start catering 456 results. We'll have to wait for a couple of days for the machine also to get into use. So, and our team also is new to that machine. So I think we can definitely watch the numbers as we move forward.
Dr. The monsoon is approaching and it's a common cold, sneezing, people are getting more scared of it. What more do you want to say to the people currently?
See, these patients who are presenting with the symptoms like flu-like symptoms, influenza symptoms, all these patients will come to the health center, and the clinical doctor who is there, he will judge whether the testing is required or not it required. It is his judgment, clinical judgment, and he will take the necessary steps once patient comes to him. So that is all by presentation of symptoms and also his clinical examination. And he will take a call what treatment to be given, what tests to be done.
Most of the people doesn't go to for checking the monsoons. So it's a common. We get bat and all that.
Any prevention steps for communicable diseases?
Yeah, now see, they have to come to the health center if they have the symptoms, and we will try to create awareness amongst the people. If they have any symptoms, they should come to the health center for examination. So we have the OPDs running in all our primary health centers, all our community health centers, urban health centers. Once a week we have in the sub health centers. We have got everyday OPDs in the rural medical dispensaries. We got 30 rural medical dispensaries. So our health infrastructure is spread over across in all the villages in the rural setup. So they have the facilities, so they should come, and we request them if they have the symptoms, they should come to the health centers for and get examined by the doctor. Preferably, yes. Common cold also, we don't mind. People are coming. Common cold, it's not that common cold people don't come. Common cold people also come to our sub-health centers as well as our health centers.
The same appeal has been made since the outbreak of the pandemic actually to all the people. But then most of the people tend to go to their private practitioners. Has there been any guidelines or anything issued to the private practitioners to forward these patients to primary health centers or urban health centers, anything of that sort? Because I'm specifically referring to the Vasco case where a similar issue happened. People were supposed to go to the primary health center. It was very active at that point of time, yet they chose to go to the private practitioner. So in that case, is it the duty of the private practitioner maybe to send them to the primary health center without interacting with them at close quarters?
No, not necessarily, because private doctors are also equally equipped and equally qualified, to take care of the patients. In Goa, I should say that 50% of the services are given in the government sector and 50% are given in the private sector. So it's not necessarily that the patients should not go to the private doctor. The private doctors also they should go to the private doctors, and we have informed the private doctors also to wherever 1 month back that they should start their OPDs and all, and they start attending the patients. so that the patients doesn't have to wait, for the doctor. So they can go with the nearest doctor. Maybe a government doctor or maybe a private doctor.
Doctor, why you are not made appeal before this, saying that you should not get scared of this disease? Now you are making, because from tomorrow all the more things restaurants are going to start for that. And second thing, why government is focusing on the COVID care center? Because,
COVID care center.
here I
Yes,
asked
first
on the same question. He said all symptomatic patient is going to take care in the hospital only. There is no need of different hospital or something like that.
No, see, the first point of yours is that why I'm making an appeal. It's not that this is the first time we are making appeal. We had a program. I gave a bites to your media channels also off and on. Dr. Utkarsh also has given bite. Dr. Edwin has given bite. And our health officers in various settings, health centers, they have been constantly giving the bites for education of the people. And they also go on the field and educate the people, involving the local punch members, then councillors and all, and we expect to do it much more now also. So it's not that we are appealing for the first time. So now we said that we have to repeat it. See, education is a process. It doesn't end with just one talking or one time giving the message. We have to keep on repeating, so that the people inculcate these precautions in their day-to-day lives. So this is not the first time that that we are doing. As far as the COVID,
About COVID care center, I've already explained why. You see, we have to evolve our strategy according to the emerging situation. COVID is a new situation for everybody in this world, in India, in our state. So we cannot be stuck on a particular position and say that, okay, this is our strategy, now this will only be our strategy. It's an evolving strategy. We have always been most open to the idea of amending our SOPs or amending our strategies. Now, I explained very clearly in the beginning why we are introducing the concept of COVID care center. It is because we want to keep enough beds in our COVID hospital for symptomatic patients. It shouldn't be that we find ourselves in a situation that the number of symptomatic patients is increasing and there are no beds. We have a specialist team looking after the patients there in our ESI COVID hospital. We require their expertise more for our most. In fact, we require their expertise for our symptomatic patients. Asymptomatic patients, our doctors who are there as part of our team are more than competent to take care of them, and there is absolutely no requirement of those patients who are asymptomatic, those persons. Actually, we shouldn't even call them patients. Those persons who are asymptomatic, there is no need for them to be in a COVID hospital. That is why the Government of India long back had introduced these guidelines. Other states, as and when their numbers started becoming unmanageable, have naturally adopted it much before than us. We now see that we should be prepared. We should be prepared. It is part of our strategy to be prepared for a possible increase in the number of symptomatic cases, at which point we don't want to be in a position where there are no beds in the COVID hospital. This disease is new, as I said. We are planning. We have to be prepared. We are planning. It does not mean that therefore we are saying yes, the numbers are going to increase, or no, the numbers will not increase. None of us are competent to say that. Nobody can predict. We can only do the best that we are able to do, and it is our responsibility from Public Health Department's perspective to be ready. So tomorrow we should not suddenly be faced with a situation. This readiness demands that we also plan for a different strategy for symptomatic patients and asymptomatic patients.
Ma'am, would it also be possible, I mean, you had told us about this initially in
Yes.
one of the first press conferences.
Yes.
The kind of screening protocol that the health workers posted at the containment zone have to go through. Could you repeat that? Because there is a lot of, there's a lot of disparity about the whole thing. So if you repeat it myself.
Do you mean the screening of the health workers?
Testing, yes. The
Okay.
kind of routine that
Yes, we do have a regular testing protocol for our frontline workers. About a month back, when we amended our testing protocol, we have included that part. Doctor, would you like to add? You may please feel free to add about this.
See, about healthcare workers, as ma'am said, like the frontline workers who are working in COVID hospital, who are actively working in a this situation like what Mangur had. They have been tested every 14 days, or as and when they are symptomatic. Okay, that's what was done in the Mangur Hill. That when we got one or two patients, two of our healthcare workers were positive. Then all the staff who were involved in activities at the Mangur Hill were tested.
And furthermore, Dr. Desa has circulated a protocol which needs to be followed by all the frontline workers, how they can take care of their own health. That has a self-assessment format also. So we are keeping a watch over that as well. This is also again a guideline which has been formulated by the ministry. That is something that we have circulated to our frontline workers. We have been keeping a close watch over their health because their health and their security is also equally a matter of concern for us.
बाय रोड से आप है ना पैसेंजर वो लोग सम ऑफ कंप्लेंट दे रहे हैं कि टेस्ट सैंपल टेस्ट करके 4 to 5 days लगते हैं बोलते हैं रिपोर्ट आने की कि उसके बहुत रिस्की लगेगा.
देखिए आपको पता है कितना नंबर्स, ज़रा आप थोड़ा सा देखिए आप बात करिए. जो नंबर्स आ रहे हैं उस हिसाब से हमें टेस्टिंग करनी है. मैंने आपको बताया भी है, हर दिन मैंने बोला है कि कितना हमारा टेस्ट स्पेंडिंग है, वो नंबर मैं आपको बता भी रही हूँ, शेयर कर रही हूँ. तो टेस्ट होने के बाद वो SMS जनरेट होके उनके फ़ोन में पहुँचने तक थोड़ा सा गैप ज़रूर है. और टेस्ट करने में भी जैसे हमारा नंबर्स बढ़ रहे हैं, हमें थोड़ा सा टाइम लग रहा है उसमें. आई विल नॉट डिनाई दैट. इसका लेकिन ये मतलब नहीं है कि देयरफॉर रिस्क बढ़ेगा. रिस्क का बढ़ने का कोई ये ही नहीं है. हमने सबको बोला है आपका टेस्ट रिजल्ट आने तक आपको सेल्फ आइसोलेशन में रहना है. वो डिक्लेरेशन में साइन करके हमें दे के फिर चला जाता है हॉस्पिटल से. जो सेल्फ डिक्लेरेशन देते हैं लैब में उसमें ये बहुत अच्छी ढंग से लिखा है, क्लियरली लिखा है.
बट 3 to 4 days हुआ अभी तक एक दो बंदे का ऐसा देख रहा हूँ मैं मेरे सामने से. वो लोग अभी घर पे ही है. वो लोग डर लग रहा है कि मेरे को रिजल्ट कुछ नहीं आ रहा है, मैं बाहर में नहीं घूम सकता हूँ.
नहीं, इसमें डरने की कोई बात नहीं है. अगर गॉड फॉरबिड पॉजिटिव निकलता है हम खुद आपको कांटेक्ट करेंगे, और अगर नेगेटिव भी है आपको SMS मिल जाएगा आपके फ़ोन में.
ऐसा लोग फिर दूसरे लोग बाहर घुमा तो वो
घूमना नहीं चाहिए. सेल्फ आइसोलेशन उनको मेंटेन करना है रिजल्ट आने तक. हम सब लोगों का कोऑपरेशन अपील करके मांग रहे हैं, क्योंकि इसमें देखिए नंबर्स इतना ज़्यादा है. आज भी मैंने आपको बोला 1887 टेस्ट किए हैं हमने. तो हमारा सारा जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, हमारा मैन पावर जो है 24/7 लगे हैं. तो हमें लोगों का कोऑपरेशन ज़रूरी है इसमें कि हम करेंगे, टेस्ट ज़रूर करेंगे. जो जिनका सैंपल हम ले रहे हैं उनका टेस्ट करके उनका रिजल्ट उन तक पहुंच जाएगा.
आज एक इंसिडेंट हुआ है, बाहर से 10 लोग इलीगली गोवा में पहुंचा है बोलते हैं. वो लोगों को अरेस्ट भी हुआ है. उसका टेस्ट कुछ क्या कंडक्ट कर रहा है?
सॉरी, इसके बारे में हमें अभी तक हाँ वी आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट, सो वी वुड नॉट लाइक टू कॉमेंट ऑन इट.
मैम आपकी मेडिकल टीम की गॉट इन्फेक्टेड समझ गया है ना, एक दिन आपको सैंपल कलेक्शन नहीं हो गया. सो इन दिस सिचुएशन यू शुड हैव प्लान बी रेडी फॉर दैट. सो आई थिंक दैट वाज नॉट डन earlier.
The plan B was there, but we wanted to check all our healthcare workers. They had their concerns and they wanted to get checked first. We had to draw the samples, we had to check them. Parallelly, team B has only operated. The same team has not come back to the field yet. Their test results, first set of their first round of results was done. They would like to get themselves tested again. We will do that. That team has not yet come back into action. It is team B only which has now started from Chikalim Sub-District Hospital, not from Urban Health Center Vasco. That team will also come back on the field. But before that, we asked our medical officer there at Chikalim to form a team, and that team has been doing the OPD at Mangur Hill.
Who will be the doctor in charge to oversee the functioning of COVID test center?
That will be a team designated by orders of the DHS. DHS will be issuing an order constituting that team.
Ma'am, any updates about the health of the elderly lady from Colombo? Because there are a lot of these messages going around, and it would be better if it comes from.
It is unfortunate that there are speculations about the health of an elderly, the senior citizen. It's really unfortunate. I can assure you that according to the treating doctor, Dr. Edwin Gomes has told me, and he has mentioned that she is doing stable, she is fine. There is absolutely no cause for concern. She is under treatment, of course, but she is stable.
फुटपाथ का कल से होटल स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना, फुटपाथ में गाड़ा रहता है, वो भी कुछ स्टार्ट करने के लिए चाहता है.
I told you that 144 order which collector will issue will be clear enough for you to just hold on for a few moments. It will be issued soon. The collector is in office. She is just about to sign the orders.
There is any apprehension regarding the community transmission? No doubt there is a local transmission already decided in Mangalore. There is any apprehension about the community transmission in Goa?
I think the message that Dr. Desa has conveyed very clearly is that there should not be fear and apprehension first of all. This is not something to be feared and this is not something to be scared of. It is a reality before us that there is something called a COVID infection and we have to deal with it. Now, as you are asking whether there is an apprehension of community transmission, we are taking all necessary precautions and all steps to try and keep the population of Goa safe. There is also a lot of individual and social responsibility that has to be part of this process. It is a combined team effort between government, between society and between individuals. We need the cooperation of each and every member of Goan society for this.
But there is any apprehension?
Do you have any apprehension?
I don't mind.
Oh. See, what I've stated and what Dr. Desa and Dr. Utkarsh has mentioned today is that there is absolutely no need for fear and apprehension in the first place about COVID. Let us try, all of us are part of this effort. All the media friends can also very actively participate in this effort of trying to create this awareness that first of all, let us remove fear and apprehension from our minds. For that, you will have to ask an expert. I am not an expert. Doctor, would you like to comment on this?
See, this is a viral disease, and so we have to face it as it comes, right? How it spreads. So we are putting up all our measures to contain this disease, that is spread doesn't happen. Okay. So we hope that with all our efforts, we will give the best to the people of Goa.
Doctor, I'd just like to rephrase this question. At what stage would you say it's community transmission? What are the signs that you're looking at?
See, this is a Government of India guidelines. The definitions are laid out for community transmission. You know, when you don't have you have an index case, and when you cannot link that case to any other case, okay, then only you can say it is a community transmission, right? So this is one of the parameters that I'm talking about, but there are various other parameters also which I'm not in a position to tell you, because there are many parameters that is to be sorted out. But one of this thing is that it cannot be linked to any case. Yeah, it becomes an index case. You know, that is the the whole crux of it.
Why near to that parameter?
Just the reason why.
See, you cannot.
Yes,
the
yes,
reason
sir,
why
please.
I'm asking is because CM said as long as it's within a particular ward, it is local transmission, and when it goes out of that, it's community transmission. Now, at a point, if we are looking at cases popping up at Chennai, at Shantinagar, so that's the apprehension which is linked to his question. That is why the apprehension surfaces.
Doctor, first of all, do we have cases in Kundai and Adpai? Any reported?
Sir, what case?
You see, just because there is a case outside Mangor Hill, it doesn't become by definition what you call a community transmission. There is a link of each of these cases. The health worker may not be a resident of Mangor Hill, but the health worker has worked in Mangor Hill. And the clear link is there that it is his exposure or her exposure at Mangor Hill which has caused the infection. Now, if that person is a resident of another village, we cannot therefore say that it becomes community transmission. Community transmission, Dr. Desa has explained it well. That is one of the parameters, and when there is a large number of cases which we are just not able to explain as to how it has come, this is community transmission. For further details, you can refer to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare's guidelines.
So why near to that parameter? I'm just asking.
Sorry?
Why near to that parameter?
How on what basis are you saying that Goa is near to that parameter? How do we judge whether we are near or far? Yes, but it is restricted to a particular locality. When an outbreak is restricted to a locality, it is local transmission. From that locality, within that locality, it is transmitting within the people of that locality. That is local transmission. Thank you.